Hello everyone, welcome to Creative Civil Engineering Coach. In this video, I'll be discussing about PGCET Civil Engineering question paper from the year 2013, and I'll be providing the complete analysis and detailed solution for this question paper. So watch the video completely. First, let's begin with the part 1 questions. Question number 1. Plaster of Paris is obtained by calcining. Plaster of Paris is a quick setting gypsum plaster made up of fine white powder that harden when wet and left to dry. So option B is the right answer, that is gypsum. Gypsum is also called as calcium sulfate dihydrate. Its chemical formula is CaSO4 2H2O. This is for gypsum, and plaster of Paris chemical formula is CaSO4 0.5 H2O. This is called calcium sulfate hemihydrate. This is for plaster of Paris. So the right answer will be gypsum. Question number 2. Basalt is, we have to find which type of the rock is basalt. Basalt is an extrusive igneous rock which is formed from rapid cooling of low viscosity lava rich in magnesium and iron. These type of extrusive igneous rocks are also called as hard, black and volcanic rocks. So option C is the right answer. Question number 3. The effective length of the column fixed at one end and hinged at other end is. So let's draw a column with one end fixed and other end hinged of length L. This is the buckling shape for this type of end condition. So the effective length will be 0.707 times of L. So option D is the right answer, 0.7 times of L. Question number 4. Torsional rigidity is the product of. From the torsion equation, we know that the general equation T by J is equal to tau by R is equal to G theta by L. For torsional rigidity, T by theta by L is equal to G into J. From this relation, we know that the torsional rigidity is the product of rigidity modulus and polar moment of inertia. Option C is the right answer. Question number 5. The number of independent elastic constants for linear elastic isotropic and homogeneous material is. Isotropic material properties are independent of direction. Such material have only two independent variables, that is Young's modulus of elasticity and Poisson ratio. For isotropic materials, normal strain doesn't depend on shear strain. So the number of independent elastic constant will be 2. Option C is the right answer. For isotropic material, as I earlier said, the number of independent elastic constant will be 2. And for orthotropic materials, the number of independent elastic constant will be 9. That is Young's modulus of elasticity along x, y and z direction, and Poisson ratio along x, y and z direction, and modulus of rigidity G along x, y and z. So for orthotropic materials, there will be 9 independent elastic constants, and for anisotropic materials, the number of independent elastic constant will be 21. Question number 6. The rectangular beam loaded transversely, the maximum compressive stress develops at. For a rectangular beam, when it is loaded transversely, the maximum compressive stress develops at top fiber. In this question, you can observe they have not mentioned the type of the beam. So let us assume it is simply supported beam and let's draw a simply supported rectangular beam. For this type of the beam, the top will be compression and bottom will be in tension, and the corresponding stress diagram is like this. The maximum compressive stress will be at the top of the beam and the tensile stress will be at the bottom of the beam. Suppose if the beam is of cantilever type, the top will be in tension and bottom will be in compression, and the corresponding bending stress diagram will be like this, where you can observe the top will be in tensile stress and bottom will be in compressive stress. So as we have assumed it as simply supported beam, the maximum compressive stress develops at top fiber. Option C is the right answer. Question number 7. Test most suitable for measuring workability of concrete with very low workability is. The workability tests of concrete are classified depending upon the degree of workability. So, for very low workability, having a slump value less than 50 mm, the type of the test adopted is VB consistometer test. And for low to medium workability, having a slump value 25 to 100 mm, compaction factor test is adopted. And for medium to high workability, having a slump value 50 to 150 mm, the type of the test adopted is slump test. And for very high workability, having a slump value greater than 150 mm, the type of the test adopted is float table test. For very low workability, the slump value will be less than 50 mm. So the type of the test adopted is VB consistometer test. So option C is the right answer. Question number 8. The supportive foundation structure for many columns provided over a slab is called raft footing. Option C is the right answer. When number of column in is more than one row provided with a combined footing, the footing is called as mat or raft foundation. Raft foundation is generally a thick concrete slab resting on a large area of soil reinforced with steel rods, and it is used for supporting columns or walls and transfer the load from the structure of the soil. In the following figure, you can observe the type of the raft foundation. Question number 9. King post is provided in which form of the roofing system? King post is suitable for roof span of varying from 5 to 8 meter. King post are the inclined members or struts preventing the principal rafter from bending in the middle. So king post is provided in sloped roof. Option C is the right answer. Question number 10. Separation of ingredients from concrete during transportation is called segregation. Option A is the right answer. This happens due to transporting the concrete mix for longer distance and including vibrations in concrete mix for longer duration. So option A is the right answer. Question number 11. In the brick masonry, the ideal combination for a strong brick is. Option B is the right answer, that is strong mortar. Question number 12. Direct ranging is possible only when the end stations are mutually intervisible. Option C is the right answer. In the following figure, you can observe the direct ranging process. The ranging in which intermediate ranging rods are placed in the straight line, a direct observation from either end. Question number 13. The curve composed of two arcs of different radii having their centers on opposite side of the curve is known as. These type of the curve are called reverse curve. Option C is the right answer. Reverse curves are also called as serpentive curves or S curves. Reverse curves are used when the straights are parallel or intersect at a very small angle. So option C is the right answer. Question number 14. a clinometer is used for? Clinometer is an instrument used to measure the angles of slope, elevation or depressions of an object with respect to ground. Here you can observe the picture of clinometer. Clinometer is a special case of spirit level where the spirit level is used for small angles, but clinometers are used for measuring larger angles. So the right answer will be option C, measuring an angle of slope. Question number 15. A negative declination shows magnetic meridian is to the. In a negative declination, the magnetic meridian will be on the western side of the true meridian. So it will be on western side. And for a positive declination, it will be on eastern side. So the true meridian will be equal to magnetic meridian plus eastern declination. These are the two types of declinations. So in the given question, it is asked about the negative declination, so that the magnetic meridian will be on western side of the true meridian. Option D is the right answer. Question number 16. The fundamental principle of surveying is to work from. In the following figure, you can observe the procedure of working from whole to part. In this procedure, the error will be localized and prevent the accumulation of error while working from part to whole. So the right answer will be working from whole to part. Option D is the right answer. Question number 17. The center of gravity of volume of liquid displaced is center of buoyancy. Option B is the right answer. The buoyant force on a submerged or floating body is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by a body and acts vertically upward through the centroid of displaced volume, known as center of buoyancy. So option B will be the right answer. Question number 18. An ideal fluid is. A fluid that has no resistance to shear stress is called ideal fluid. So the property of ideal fluid is incompressible, frictionless, which is also called as non-viscous flow, and irrotational, where the flow is smooth. Incompressible flow, the density will be constant. These are the properties of ideal fluid. So the right answer will be frictionless and incompressible. Option D is the right answer. Question number 19. The pressure at a point 4 meter below the free water surface is. The basic pressure equation at a certain point, which is either above or below, is given by P is equal to rho G H, where rho is the density of water, 1000 kg per meter cube, multiplied by acceleration due to gravity 9.81 meter per second square, multiplied by H is the height, so 4 meter. If you calculate this, the pressure at a point 4 meter below the free water surface will be 39.24 kilopascal. So option C is the right answer. Question number 20. The position of center of pressure on a plane surface immersed vertically in a static mass of fluid is. According to Pascal law, the pressure or intensity of the pressure at a point in a static fluid is equal in all directions. So for a plane surface, the distance of center of pressure from free surface of the fluid is given by the formula Ig sin square theta divided by A h bar plus h bar. Since the factor Ig sin square theta divided by A h bar is positive, the center of pressure of a plane surface lies below the centroid. Option B is the right answer. Question number 21. The speed of the pressure wave through a pipe depends upon. If a pipe is rigid, the pressure wave will travel in a medium at a velocity c is equal to square root of k by rho, where k is the bulk modulus of fluid and rho is the density of the fluid in kg per meter cube. So, the speed depends upon the bulk modulus and density of the fluid. Option C is the right answer, bulk modulus. Question number 22. The maximum deflection of a fixed beam of a length L carries a total load W uniformly distributed over the whole span is. So let's first draw a fixed beam AB of a span length L subjected to uniformly distributed load throughout the span. This is the corresponding bending moment diagram for the fixed beam. The maximum negative bending moment will be at either of the supports. It is WL square by 12, and the maximum positive bending moment will be at the midspan of the fixed beam, that is WL square by 24. So the maximum deflection for this type of the beam is given by the formula WL to the power of 4 divided by 384 EI. So option D is the right answer, WL cube by 384 EI. It should be WL to the power of 4 384 EI. Question number 23. A 3-hinged arch is, as the name itself says, there are 3 hinges in the 3-hinged arch, 2 at the either of supports and 1 at the crown. So these are the 3 hinges. In a 3-hinged arch, the number of reactions are 4 and the equation of static equilibrium will be 3, and the additional equation due to release reaction hinged R is equal to 1. So the degree of static indeterminacy for a 3-hinged arch is 0. It is a statically determinate structure. So option B is the right answer. A 3-hinged arch is a determinate structure. Question number 24. A simply supported beam carrying UDL throughout can be analyzed using following equations. So for a simply supported beam carrying UDL throughout the span, the equations used is summation of vertical forces is equal to 0 and summation of all the moments is equal to 0. So the right answer will be option C. Question number 25. What is the difference between oscillation and vibration? Oscillation represents rigid body while the vibration represents deformable body. Option B is the right answer. Oscillation is a definite distance covered by a movement about its equilibrium position, so it depends on rigid body, while the vibration is referred to a physical change brought about due to the movement of body about its mean position, so it represents deformable body. So the right answer will be option B. Question number 26. According to IS 456-2000, the minimum eccentricity for compression member in no case shall not be exceeding 20 mm. Option A is the right answer. As per IS 456-2000, the minimum eccentricity is given by the formula minimum of L by 500 plus D by 30 or L by 500 plus D by 30 or it shall not exceed greater than 20 mm. So the right answer will be it shall not exceed 20 mm. Question number 27. Which of the following types of the riveted joints is free from bending stress? In case of a double cover butt joint, cover plates are provided on both the sides, so eccentricity of the force does not exist and hence bending stress is eliminated. So the right answer will be option C, butt joint with double cover plates. Question number 28. Poisson ratio for concrete ranges between. Poisson ratio is denoted by the symbol mu and it is defined as the ratio of lateral strain to longitudinal strain. Poisson ratio for concrete decreases with richer mix. So the range of Poisson ratio for concrete is 0.1 to 0.2, where the value of 0.1 corresponds to high strength concrete on richer mix concrete and the value of 0.15 corresponds to serviceability criteria of concrete. So the right answer will be option A, 0.1 to 0.1. Question number 29. For a long span beam design, which design criteria dominates? Generally, the maximum deflection for a beam shall not exceed L by 325 and the deflection of the beam may be decreased by increasing the depth of the beam, decreasing the span and providing the greater end restraints or by any other means. So in the given options, the best design criteria which dominates is option D, design of deflection. Question number 30. Beams and slabs constructed together is called. When the beams and slabs are constructed together, such type of constructions are called monolithic type of construction, where the beam and slab acts as a single body and this monolithic system acts integrally so that it is allowed to assume that the part of the slab act with the beam and they form flanged. Option A is the right answer, that is monolithic construction. Question number 31. As per IS 456-2000, the maximum cement content for RCC members is. According to IS 456-2000 codal provisions from the clause 8.2.4.2, the maximum cement content for RCC members is 450 kg per meter cube. Option C is the right answer. Question number 32. Modulus of elasticity of concrete is. As per IS 456-2000, the short-term static modulus of elasticity of concrete is given by the formula 5000 root FCK. Option B is the right answer, where FCK is the characteristic compressive strength of concrete. Question number 33. In the term M25 concrete, M25 means grade of concrete in which M stands for mix of the concrete and 25 number stands for compressive strength of concrete cube such as 25 MPa or Newton per mm square after 28 days of curing. Option D. M stands for mix of the concrete. Question number 34. Plastic limit of the soil is determined by. Plastic limit of the soil is determined by thread test. By rolling out a thread of a fine portion of the soil on a flat non-porous surface, and this plastic limit is defined as the water moisture content at which thread of a soil with 3.25 mm dia begins to crumble. Question number 35. Which of these corrections are required while using standard penetration test values? Overburden pressure, dilatancy and groundwater. So all these corrections are required while using the standard penetration test values. So the right answer will be option D, all of the above. Question number 36. At optimum moisture content, the density of the soil will be maximum. So in the following figure, you can observe at optimum moisture content, the density of the soil is maximum. So the right answer will be maximum. Option A. Question number 37. Which of the following method of analysis of water distribution system is most suitable for long and narrow pipe system? Equivalent pipe system is a method of reducing the combination of pipes into a simple pipe system for an easier analysis of pipe network such as a water distribution system. So the best method of analysis of water distribution system suitable for long and narrow pipe system is equivalent pipe method. Option B is the right answer. Question number 38. Pick out the factor that is essential in estimating the quality of the water required for drinking water supply scheme. Rate of demand is the essential factor in estimating the quality of water required for drinking water scheme. So the right answer will be option C. Question number 39. Economical diameter of a pipe through which discharge of 0.3 cubics is to be passed is. To find the economical diameter, the formula used is 1.12 to 0.97 times of root cube. So the economical diameter will be around 0.613 to 0.530. So in the given options, the appropriate answer is around 0.6. So option C is the right answer, 0.6 meter. Question number 40. Dissolved oxygen in the stream is. Dissolved oxygen is a measure of how much oxygen is dissolved in the water. Temperature is the major factor that affects dissolved oxygen, and the solubility of the oxygen decreases as the temperature increases. So DO or dissolved oxygen concentration decreases with increase in temperature of water. So dissolved oxygen in the stream is maximum at noon. Option A is the right answer. Question number 41. Maximum value of angularity number for coarse aggregates. Angularity number is an indication of shape of the aggregate, and it gives an idea of how the angular the aggregate. Angularity number ranges from 0 to 11, where 0 represents the most practicable round aggregates and it indicates the most angular or coarse aggregates that could be used for making concrete. So the maximum value of angularity number for coarse aggregate is option C, 11. Question number 42. The amount of super elevation on railways is. As per IRC, to neutralize the effect of centrifugal force and to achieve the equal wheel load distribution to improve the comfort level of the passengers, the maximum amount of super elevation is GV square by GR. Option B is the right answer. Question number 43. For the movement of the vehicles at an intersection of two roads without any interference, the type of the grade separator generally preferred is. Grade separator means change in gradient. So the type of the grade separator adopted for this condition is full clover leaf. Full clover leaf is to allow the two highway to cross without the need for any traffic to be stopped by red lights, even for left and right turns. So the right answer will be option D, full clover leaf. In the following figure, you can observe the full clover leaf type of grade separator. Question number 44. According to HCM of USA, practical lane width is. Practical lane width according to HCM of USA is 3.6 meter. Option D is the right answer. Question number 45. In India, the ratio between weight of the rail to the locomotive axle load is. So the ratio of weight of rail by weight of locomotive axle load is 1 by 510. Option C, 510. Question number 46. Most widely used type of deep state tube well in India. In India, the most commonly adopted type of deep state tube well is strainer type of tube well. In the following figure, you can observe the strainer type of tube well, where there is a bored hole in which a metal pipe with a suitable perforations is inserted. A strainer type of tube well is suitable when water-bearing stratum is available at lesser depth and there is a possibility of tapping water through the sides. Strainer type of the tube well may draw water either from an unconfined aquifer of unlimited extent or from one or more confined aquifers lying one over the other. So the right answer is option B. It is a strainer type of tube well. Question number 47. Type of the pumps used in wells. In wells, the type of the pumps used are submersible pumps, turbine pumps and jet pumps. In jet pumps, there are two types which is used for deep and shallow depth jet pumps. So all these pumps are used for wells. So the right answer will be option D, all of these. Question number 48. A linear reservoir is one in which storage varies linearly with outflow rate. Option D is the right answer. So the linear reservoirs are those reservoirs in which a storage is a function of outflow. So storage varies linearly with outflow rate. Question number 49. Economical height of a dam is that height for which cost per unit storage is minimum. Option A is the right answer. So in this graph, you can understand the cost per unit storage of the dam initially decreases with an increase in height till it reaches a certain minimum value. Question number 50. Which of the source of water among the following is not a surface source? Surface source waters are found in rivers, lakes and oceans. And the non-surface water is groundwater, which is found in wells. So the right answer is option B. Wells are not surface source. So this completes part 1 questions of this question paper. Now let's begin with the part 2 questions of this question paper. Question number 51. The second moment of area of a rectangle having the dimensions A and B with respect to its diagonal is. At a diagonal, the moment of inertia is given by 1 by 6 of A cube B cube by A square plus B square. So the right answer is option B. 1 by 6 of A cube B cube by A square plus B square. Question number 52. A cantilever beam is subjected to concentrated load of 2 kN at free end. The beam also carries a UDL of 5 kN over the entire span of length 4 meter. The moment at the support is. So we have to find the moment at support. Moment at support is given by W x square by 2 plus W into x. The moment at the support is 48 kilonewton meter. Option D is the right answer. Question number 53. If sigma x is equal to 0 and sigma y is equal to 0 and tau xy is equal to 100 MPa, then the maximum shear stress in the element is. Since tau xy is equal to 0 and tau y is equal to 0, it is a form of pure shear. So the maximum shear stress is equal to tau xy square. So square root of 100 square is equal to 100 MPa. So the right answer is option A, 100 MPa. Question number 54. If the length of the transition curve to be introduced between a straight and a circular curve of radius 500 meter is 90 meter, then the maximum deflection angle to locate its function point is. In the given question, the length of the transition curve is given as 90 meter, radius is given as 500 meter. So to find the maximum deflection of a transition curve, the formula given is L square by 6R L multiplied by 180 by 5. Substituting the given values will be 1 degree 43 minutes 7.94 seconds. So the right answer will be option C, 1 degree 43 minutes 28 seconds. Question number 55. A curve of radius 100 meter and a normal chord of 10 meter, the Rankine's deflection angle is given by C by 2R into 180 by 5. So if you substitute the normal chord length and curve of radius, the Rankine's deflection angle will be 1 degree 43 minutes. So it is around 1 degree 45.95 minutes. Option D is the right answer. Question number 56. The head loss in a pipe of diameter D carrying oil at a flow rate Q over a distance L is H. The pipe is replaced by another pipe of diameter D by 2. The head loss taking all other things same is. According to Darcy-Weisbach equation, head loss in the pipe flow is given by the formula HL is equal to, where F is the friction factor, L is the length of pipe, Q is the discharge and V is the velocity. So the pipe is replaced by another pipe of diameter D by 2. D is equal to d1 is equal to d, d2 is equal to d by 2. These are the conditions given to find the new head loss in the pipe. Head loss is inversely proportional to diameter of the pipe. So HL1 divided by HL2 is equal to 0.5 d to the power of 5 divided by d to the power of 5. HL2 is equal to 32 times of HL1. So the new head loss is equal to 32 times of the initial head loss. So option D is the right answer. Question number 57. A trapezoidal channel with a bottom width of 3 meter and side slope of 1:1.5 carries a discharge of 8 meter cube per second with a flow depth of 1.5 meter. Froth's number of the flow is, discharge is given as 8 meter cube per second. We know that discharge is equal to area multiplied by velocity, where area is equal to B plus N into Y, where Y is the depth of the flow. Therefore, area will be 7.87 meters square and top width will be B plus 2 times of N into Y. Top width will be 7.5 meter. This is the top width, 7.5 meter. Hydraulic mean depth, which is given by area by top width of the trapezoidal channel, 1.50 meter. We know that the discharge is given by area into velocity. So velocity will be discharge by area, 1.016 meter per second. We know that the Froth number is given by the ratio of viscous flow divided by gravitational flow, that is V by square root of G into D. V is the velocity, that is 1.016 meter per second. Square root of G is the acceleration due to gravity. D is the hydraulic mean depth. If you calculate this, Froth number will be 0.316. So this is not matching in the given options. So we have to change the hydraulic mean depth to full depth of the flow. So we have to change for 1.5 meter. So the Froth number will be around 0.265. So this answer is matching in the given option. So the right answer will be option C, 0.265. Question number 58. Velocity in a pipe of diameter 20 mm is 2 meter per second. For the same discharge, calculate the velocity if the diameter is changed to 12 mm. Discharge is constant. According to continuity equation, we know that A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. So pi d square by 4 multiplied by velocity 2 meter per second, pi d square by 4 multiplied by, we have to find the velocity for the change of diameter, 5 meter per second. So option C is the right answer, 5.5 meter per second. Question number 59. A cantilever beam is fixed at A and free at B. It is loaded at free end by point load P. The first half portion from the fixed end is rigid, while the other half has flexural rigidity EI. Identify the correct combination of deflection at free end B and the bending moment at fixed end A, respectively. The right answer is PL cube by 24 EI is the maximum deflection and the bending moment is P into L. So option C is the right answer. Question number 60. In the water supply project, the diameter of the main pipe used is 1200 mm and the thickness is 12 mm, which is subjected to a fluid pressure of 0.8 MPa. Then the hoop stress is in the cylinder is. Hoop stress is given by the formula PD by 2T, 2, which is equal to 40 MPa. Option C is the right answer. Question number 61. Reflection after construction of RCC slab should not exceed, as per IS 456-2000 codal provisions. From the clause 23.2, the maximum deflection, including the effect of temperature, creep and shrinkage occurring at cast level, is given by L by 250, and the maximum deflection, including the effect of temperature, creep and shrinkage occurring at erection, is given by L by 350. Question number 62. A simply supported beam having the span of L carries a UDL W throughout the span. The maximum deflection is for this type of a beam. Maximum deflection will be at the center of the span of simply supported beam, that is 5W L to the power of 4 384 EI, where maximum bending moment is WL square by 8. Deflection equation, it is pi by 48 of WL square by 8 into L square by EI. WL square by 48 is M max multiplied by L square by EI. So the right answer is option C, 5 by 48 of M max L square by EI. Question number 63. Flexural tensile strength of concrete as per IS 456-2000. Flexural strength of concrete is determined as a modulus of rupture. This modulus of rupture is a measure of tensile strength of a concrete beam or slabs. It is given by the formula FCR is equal to 0.7 times of FCK. Option B is the right answer, where FCK represents the characteristic compressive strength of concrete. Question number 64. A simply supported beam AB of a span length L carries a concentrated load P at an intermediate point C. If the slope at A is 0.75 times of the slope at B, then the length of portion AC is equal to. This is span length of A. This is span length of B. So the slope theta is equal to WB L square minus B square by 6L EI is equal to 3 by 4th of WAB 2L minus B 6L EI. Solving this, you will get 2L square minus 9BL plus 7B square is equal to 0. On solving this, you will get L is equal to 7B by 2 and B is equal to 2L by 7. So the right answer is 2L by 7. Option D is the correct answer. Question number 65. In a cantilever beam AB loaded by a load W at B, the first half portion has a flexural rigidity EI and the second half portion has an infinite flexural rigidity. The deflection and the slope at midpoint respectively is. Maximum deflection for this type of a cantilever beam is 5 by 48 WL square by EI and the slope is 3WL square by 8 EI. Option A is the right answer. 5 by 48 WL cube by 3 EI and 3WL square by 8 EI. Question number 66. A 3-inch parabolic arch having a span of 25 meter and rise of 5 meter carries a point load of 10 kN at quarter span of left side support. The resultant reaction at left support and its inclination with horizontal are respectively. Before solving this, please note down for a span length of 25 meter, the correct answer will be not in this given option. There is a printing mistake, so it should be for a span length of 20 meter. So if you find for span length of 20 meter, we will get the right answer. So let's first draw a 3-inch parabolic arch for a span length of 20 meter subjected to central rise of 5 meter with a point load 10 kN at quarter span from the left support. HA and HB are the horizontal threads at either ends of the support. VA and VB are the vertical reactions. First we have to find the reactions. VA into 20 is equal to 10 into 15. VA is equal to 10 into 15 by 20. VA will be 7.5 kN. Now we have to find the horizontal thrust at support A. So HA into 5 plus 10 into 5 is equal to VA into 10. So into 5 kN. Now we have to find the resultant force at support A, which is equal to vertical force at support A plus horizontal thrust at support A, which is around 9.01 kN, and the inclination is given by tan square of VA by HA, 56.31 degree. So the right answer is option B. The resultant force is 9.01 kN and the angle of inclination is 56.31 degree. Question number 67. A retaining wall retains a sand strata with phi 30 degree up to its top. If a uniform surcharge 12,000 Newton per meter square is subsequently put on the ground strata, then the increase in lateral earth pressure intensity on a wall will be. So we have to find the increase in lateral earth pressure, which is equal to Ka into intensity of uniform surcharge, which is equal to 4,000 Newton per meter square. Option C is the right answer, 4,000 Newton per meter square. Question number 68. A soil sample has a liquid limit of 45%, plastic limit of 25%, shrinkage limit of 17%, natural moisture content of 30%. The consistency index of a soil is. The formula to find the consistency index of the soil is given by liquid limit minus natural moisture content of the soil divided by liquid limit minus plastic limit, 15 by 20 or 0.75. So the consistency index is option A, 15 by 20. Option A is the right answer. Question number 69. A soil sample having a coefficient of C is equal to 106 kN per meter square and angle of inclination phi is equal to 6 degree is tested in an unconfined compression test apparatus. The angle which the failure plane of a sample will make with the axis of sample is phi is equal to 45 degree plus phi by 2, which is equal to 45 plus 6 by 2. Alpha will be 48 degree. Option C is the right answer, 48 degree. The maximum stress is given by the formula sigma 3 tan square alpha 2C tan alpha. Question number 70. If the average daily consumption of a city is 1 lakh meter cube, then the maximum daily consumption of a peak hourly demand will be. For a peak hourly demand, the maximum daily consumption, so maximum daily demand will be 2.7 times of 1 into 10 to the power of 5, which is equal to 2.7 into 10 to the power of 5. So right answer is option D, 2,70,000 meter cube. Question number 71. The population of the town in 3 consecutive years are 5,000, 7,000, 8,400 respectively. The population of the town in 4th consecutive year according to geometrical increase method is. As per geometrical increase method, the formula to find the population of the n consecutive year is P0 is the present population, that is 8,400. R is the rate of increase of population, and n is the number of decades. So rate of increase of population is 30%. Number of decade is 1 and present population is 8,400. On substituting 10920, option D is the right answer. Question number 72. What volume is represented by 57 mm of runoff depth from a basin area of 3,300 km square in cubic days? So we have to find the volume is equal to area into runoff by 60 into 60 into 24. So the volume is 2177.08 cubics per day. So option A is the right answer. Question number 73. As per IRC recommendations, the rate of change of radial acceleration c in meter per second cube for a highway varies according to the relation. As per IRC, the rate of change of radial acceleration c in meter per second cube is given by the formula 80 by 75 plus v. And the rate of change of radial acceleration should not be less than 0.5 meter per second cube and it should not be greater than 0.8 meter per second cube. Question number 74. In a stream carrying a discharge of 4 cubics per meter width having a sill factor of 2, the Lacey's core depth will be. According to Lacey's theory, the Lacey's core depth is given by the formula 1.35 into q square by f to the power of 1 by 3, where q is the discharge in cubics per meter width. So 1.35 times of q is 4 cubics per meter width, so 4 square. F is the sill factor, that is 2 to the power of 1 by 3. If you calculate this, the Lacey's core depth will be 2.70 meter. Option C is the right answer, 2.7 meter. Question number 75. The standard equation of a cubic parabolic transition curve provided on the road is. Equation of cubic parabola y is equal to x cube by 6RL, where x is the abscissa, y is the ordinate, r is the radius of curvature and L is the length of the transition curve. So the right answer is option C, x cube by 6RL. So this completes the part 2 questions of this question paper. I hope all the solutions and the information provided for this question paper is satisfied for your examination preparation. So please subscribe the channel and get more updates about the PGCET previous year question papers. Thank you for watching this video.